Brian to clean up his birdie. I don't know, Andre. I think that by the fact that we have 3 2s and 1 5 on this hole, it really shows the importance of getting off a good drive and not going down the hill beside the basket there. The hole plays maybe a little bit tougher than it looks.
I'm going to have to second that motion there, Patrick, because I know I've been in some trouble on this hole before, and to get a deuce is darn good.
Hole number 5 is 457 feet, and it's playing into that black chasm up there on the right. The pin is on an elevated placement with a retaining wall. It's a very tough shot to get onto the green. Let's see what these players do.
And the white T-Rex has been chucked, but it looks like it's a little left.
Can't tell if they're worried about a headwind from coming down the fairway there, but it looked like Dustin's disc was headed left the entire way. Brian Peck, second on the tee.
Let's see if he plays stable as well. Oh, and he goes straight at it. Looks like it's going to fade out. Nice hyzer.
This looks like it's going to be a really nice shot. He's going to be in the middle of the fairway with a good look up at the basket.
Dobbs testing the wind on the tee, still kind of unsure about what's going on out there.
Not unsure about that black and white beast, though. That might be 4 for 4 so far. And it is turning over a little bit into that wind. Kicks up a little bit of a roll and into the rough.
I think it's safe to say, though, left on this hole is not too shabby. You do not want to be in those woods.
No, left on this hole is actually going to give you, not too bad of a look in up at that basket. It's going to be a probably straight shot, maybe a little bit left to right.
Let's see which side of the fairway Van Landen decides to use here.
Does look like they have a little bit of a headwind on this drive now that I see the trees moving around. And his disc has also turned over. That shot looked remarkably like the last shot that we saw.
Maybe he just doesn't want John Dobbs to be over there by himself. Just a little camaraderie here on the disc golf course.
This is a good camera angle to show why going left isn't necessarily that bad of an option. It's a pretty straight shot up into that gap. You just have to play a good touch shot, and hopefully you'll leave yourself with a putt.
It's just right there.
Brian threw a really nice drive here. He probably only has about 80 to 100 feet uphill. Nothing really in the way. Should be able to put this under the pin for get an easy 3 on this hole. Ooh, looks like he pulled it a little bit right, but seems that he got an all right bounce off to the shoe. And it looks like Dobbs is up there for the 3 putt, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Dustin's second shot within about 10 feet of the basket.
And Van Land for his par putt.
Just sails a little bit high there. Brian for par.
Yeah, and it appears like he did not get on top of that deck.
Taking his time. Oh, just a little bit short. This hole is deceptive in our par 3 model that we go by because this is a very, very difficult 2 to come by. I'd say that most golfers on the course are going to get a 3 or a 4 on this hole. Not uncommon to see 5s and 6s either. Nice downhill putt there from Jonathan Dobbs.
And a beautiful par nonetheless.
Getting some love from his playing partners there. Good camaraderie.
Van Landen getting friendly with the trees there, but still manages to make his bogey putt.
We didn't see his upshot, but Dustin looks like he just pinned it. Looks like he threw a really nice shot from his drive, and this is for his par 3. So coming off a hole 5, Ben and Brian each took 4s, and John and Dustin took par 3s.
And as you can see, the scores are slowly but surely evening out there. Looks like we got ourselves a disc golf match.
This is hole number 6, 343 feet. This is one of my favorite holes on the course. A nice straight tunnel shot, a little bit downhill. Just one of those shots that you got to have in your bag.
And as Dustin Honnold steps up to the tee, him, Brian Peck, and Jonathan Dobbs are all tied at 6 under par, while Van Landen still holds on to a 1-stroke lead at 7 under.
Dustin pulled his disc a little to the right there. He's going to be in the bushes, probably about 100 feet short of the pin. John Dobbs not throwing the black and white beast on this hole.
Wow, but he threw that disc straight.
Looks like he was trying to tell it to get a little left, and he gets a nice kick through the bushes, around the trees, and I don't know why he's upset.
Brian Peck now on the receiving end of the one-up by Dobbs. Let's see if he makes his move. Oh, let's move to Brian Peck and see what he's got to say.
Yeah, I'm Brian Peck, 30 years old, originally from Madison, living in Waukesha now. Been playing disc golf for about 8 years. Just love the competition. I love the fact I can come out and play by myself and just compete against the course and spend some time outdoors.
Brian Peck throwing a champion Wraith, I think.
And it is bobbing and weaving through those trees out there. Just gets hit by a little one at the end, but I'd say that's some forward progress being made.
Yeah, I think he'll have a clean shot out of those trees, albeit a long putt. Ooh.
And Van Landen catches the big tree on the left. A lot of the old pros will tell you, just get by the first one and the rest should work itself out.
That was sort of an unfortunate bounce there, too. It looked like he was going to kick out into the middle of the fairway, and it rolled back into the bushes there. He's got to step out to execute this shot. And as you can see, it's not the easiest thing to do when you're trying to throw under some branches. It looks like it interfered with his throwing motion there.
And out of the woodwork, Dustin Honnold trying to make some progress, and that is a beautiful shot out of the shul here on number 6.
Here's Ben's third shot.
Getting a little aggressive on that one, too. Maybe he's got to slow down a little bit, take his time.
Brian with a clear look at the basket for a birdie 2.
Let's see if he gives her a run.
Oh, that was a nice bid. I think that's the second one that I've seen today of his bounce out right like that. Again, just a little bit off to the right there for Ben Van Landen. John Dobbs clearing all minor debris out of the way, lining up this short birdie putt. That was a good putt. It stayed in. Looked like it trailed off a little left. Staying in the basket, though, that's all you look for.
And as you can see, John Dobbs was very proud of himself for making that putt.
And that's a nice 3 save there for Dustin. You couldn't even see the basket from his from the lie of his second shot there. Good par. Looks like Ben is getting in a little bit of a hurry there. Makes his putt for 5. Not quite as concerned, though, with placement of his foot behind the marker.
And as you can see, folks, it only takes one hole to change the whole outlook on this disc golf round.